Well, good morning, dear students. As we promised to go with the poem to autumn written by John Keats, today we shall try to analyze the poem and understand the poem as well. I gave you a brief introduction about the poem as well as about the poet in my previous lecture. Now let's go there, go with the poem. There are three stanzas in this poem, and each stanza has 11 lines. So there are 33 lines in all in this poem, written in iambic pentameter. We will also see the rhyme scheme of these lines or of this poem. So, this is the first stanza before you. I first read this stanza, then we will go with the line to line meaning and try to understand. Season of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the most cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and the plump the hazel shells, with a sweet kernel to set budding more, and still more later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease. For summer has overbrimmed their clammy cells. This is the poem. And if you see the rhyme scheme of this poem, you will find, friends, you see the first line, season of mist and mellow fruitfulness, fullness. So, first line is rhyming with the third line, conspiring with him how to load and bless. Nas, bless. Okay. Second line, sun, is rhyming with Eve's run, with the fourth. And the fifth, you see the trees with the shells. That is, fifth line is rhyming with the seventh. And sixth, core is lining with the more. Sixth line is rhyming with the eighth. And B's and C's, ninth and tenth lines are rhyming each other. Whereas you see the 11th line, that is rhyming with the shells. Shells means here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 11th line is rhyming with the 7th line. This is, we see the rhyming scheme of this poem. So we can say A, B, A, B. Okay. Then we have again C, D, C, D. And then E, E. And then we have uh, C. Okay. This is how the lines are rhyming. Now, come with the explanation. As you know that the poet here depicts the autumn season. The autumn is supposed to be the season of decay or fall, but the poet does not think so. He thinks the fullness, he thinks the completeness in this season. It is the season that is the full of flowers, full of fruits. So it is the completeness. So there is no frustration, there is no depression in the mind of the poet while describing the autumn season. Although when he wrote this poem, definitely he was depressed, he was hopeless. But even then, he found a great satisfaction writing this poem or in the season of autumn. As we see that the first stanza, that is of the golden light. Sun is there, shining is there, mist is there, and they are ripening the fruit and nuts. There is wonderful harvest that the season brings that we see. Fruit, God, they all are swelling, and so are the bees. The bees are also working their own work. They are busy in making honeycombs. So everything in this season looks sweet and mouth watering. Pumpkins, fruits, apples, they are bending. There is a rich bountifulness of food of season. So that's and the scene is definitely a pastoral scene, countryside scene, and we all know that the romantic poets love the countryside scenes. So they describe the nature, they love the nature, and that is of the countryside. There is also mixture of romanticism and classical in this poem that we will also see ahead. So this is what we have in this poem. Now, now let's go line by line. Line 1. Season of mist and mellow fruitfulness. So here it means that autumn. Autumn is the season of mist. Fog. Mist means fog. And when the clouds are hanging low. So it is the season of mist. It is the season of fog when the clouds are hanging low. And mellow fruitfulness. Mellow means mild. There is the mild fruitfulness. Fruitfulness means being full of fruit and juice. Or in more general terms, we can say there is a lot of everything. There is plenty of everything. So there are plenty of fruits which are ripening, which are mellowing. Fruitful can also mean fertile. So it is the season of mist as well as it is the season of fertile and productive because all the flowers and fruits are blooming, are becoming ripen. So there is an idea here that more can be produced. It means in this season more can be fertilized, can be cultivated, can be produced. The land brings forth plenty of fruit and it's no problem to produce even more. It means that this season is not a season of dry. This season is not a season of infertile or unproductive, but it is the season of mist and mellow fruitfulness. This is what the poet says. And then, close bosom friend of the maturing sun. Bosom friend means itself close friend, but it is again close bosom, so double close. So, very fast friend of the maturing sun. So, here you see that the poet is personifying the season autumn. Autumn here has been personified. So autumn is the close bosom friend of the maturing sun, matured sun. And the sun is also matured. It means that now the sun is in fact decreasing. That is, it is moving towards the line of Capricorn. So here what we see, maturing. Maturing means the sun is getting older. So older does not means that it is getting much older in the autumn, but it is a sinking lower in the sky. यानी एक तरह से डूब रहा है आकाश में. And it may look a little tired. Therefore, it looks as if it is tired. So it is maturing sun, right? So autumn is the close bosom friend of maturing sun. Who is the close bosom friend of sun? Autumn. Okay? And therefore, what they are doing? Because they are friends. Conspiring with him how to load and bless. So the autumn is making a conspiration, making a planning with the sun. For what? How to load and bless. How to load and bless. How to make full. How to put on and bless with fruits the vines. So how to load and bless with fruit the vines. So they are making a conspiracy or planning in order to load and bless the vines with the fruits. And which vines? The vines that round the thatch eaves run, which are rounding on the thatch eaves. Thatch eaves means the cottages which are मेड ऑफ द थैच. जो घास फूस की कॉटेजेज जो बनी हुई होती हैं, उनके जो ईव्स हैं माने एजेस जो हैं, किनारे हैं, उनके चारों तरफ जो है कि बेल लटकी हुई है. उन बेल को किस तरह से जो है फ्रूटफुलनेस से जो है लोड किया जाए, ब्लेस किया जाए, इस बात की जो प्लानिंग है, कंस्पायरेसी है, that is here being made by the autumn and the sun. So here we see how the autumn season functions and how the fruits and flowers bloom in this season. Okay, you can also see in this figure, this is the thatch house, thatch hut, cottage, thatch eaves which are the the edges and the corners which are hanging down. So the vines are covering with these thatch eaves around them. Then to bend with apples the most cottage trees. So bend means make it not straight, bending down, mud karke. Not how this in this line. The next one, there are number of words that express that the fruit is heavy. So because the fruit is heavy, so the vines are bending. To bend with apples, the most cottage trees. So the cottage trees which are covering with the most means green. ग्रीन जो होती है काई जिसको अपन बोलते हैं, ग्रीन स्टफ जो होता है, उससे ये क्या है कि कॉटेजेस जो है कवर्ड है. और उनके ऊपर जो है कि टू बैंड विद एप्पल्स, सो दैट वाइन्स जो बेल हैं, लताएं हैं, दे आर बैंडिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द वेट ऑफ द एप्पल्स, बिकॉज ऑफ द हैवीनेस ऑफ द एप्पल फ्रूट्स, they are bending. So the branches of the trees, the branches of the vines are bending because of the heaviness of the apple fruits. Most, as I told you, covered with the moss, the thick and low green stuff that can grow almost everything. And fill all fruit with ripeness to the core. And in this way, the autumn is trying to fill all the fruits with the ripeness. So, how heavy and full the fruit is? The fruit is filled with the ripeness to the core, to its center. Core means to its center. It is filled with the full ripeness. The fruit has grown to its fullest size. पूरी size में आ गया है. और पूरा इसके अंदर जो है कि राइपनेस माने पूरा पक चुका है और ये मीठा हो चुका है. एंड नाउ इट नीड्स टू बी कट. नाउ इट नीड्स टू बी reaped. Next line, to swell the gourd and plumb the hazel cells. So the gourd becomes big and full. A gourd, what is gourd? Gourd is also a kind of vegetable or fruit that swell up like balloons. Balloons की तरह gourd जाएगी ये बढ़ता है. इसलिए swell, to swell the gourd and plumb the hazel cells. Here plumb. God can also be like a cucumber. It belongs to the God family. Cucumber also belongs to the God family. Plum means here to become full. So the hazel cells are also becoming full. And hazel again is a kind of nut. So the nut shells are also going to be full. Okay? With a sweet kernel. So these hazel cells are filled with the sweet kernel, with the sweetness to the core, to the center of the hazelnuts, to set budding more. In order to set, budding means growing and expanding, getting bigger and of the flowers. So to set budding more, in order to set the flowers more, they are coming out, blooming, and still more, and again still more, later flowers for the beach. So that these flowers can can be can be taken or can be used by the bees. They sit on the flowers and suck their flavor, their sweetness from the kernel. And then what they do? They create honey combs, bees. They also do the functions in this season. There is the role of the bees. So these bees are also busy in collecting honey from the flowers, and in this way they are making the honey combs until they think warm days will never cease, and they are busy in doing so because they think that these warm days will never cease, कभी ख़त्म नहीं होंगे, इसलिए वो उसको कलेक्ट करने में लगी हुई है. तो even in the autumn season they are doing this job, thinking as if they were in the summer season, until they think warm days will never cease. Cease means stop. For summer has overbrimmed their clammy shells. Because summer has overbrimmed means full to the brim, पूरी तरह से उनको overbrimmed कर दिया है. किससे? Their clammy cells जो हैं उनकी बनाई हुई. Clammy cells again जो honey cobwebs हैं, they have been overbrimmed by the summer. Means they here means pushing open because they are so full. Clams are shellfish that shut close. So here line means that summer has made these nuts and flowers and all the harvest of summer grow until it burst. तो तब तक ये जो है कि ग्रोइंग होती जा रही है, जब तक कि ये पूरी तरह से ब्लूम नहीं हो जाती. So this is what we have, the picture of the autumn season in these lines in this first stanza. The poet's pictorial quality, the poet's picturesque feature, or the depiction of the nature, depiction of autumn season is so beautifully, it is so beautifully painted and drawn. Very minute detail of this season has been described by the poet in these lines. So in these lines we have personification, that is of the autumn season, and then pictorial quality, definitely there is, and some similes are also there, some metaphors also there, and rhyming scheme as I have told you. So this is a beautiful picture or scene of the autumn season. We will discuss stanzas number 2 and 3 in our next video or lecture. Till then, thank you very much. Bye bye. See you. Hope you will enjoy it.